Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and happy Friday. Today we're going to be doing these two little clock molds. I know you've seen them probably a bazillion times, but I haven't done them and I want to do them and see what we come up with. So we're going to be using the Mateo chrome powders, and everything I use will be in the link down in the description below. And I think I'm going to use a little gold for the trim on the little fancy clock. I'm trying to figure out exactly which color here. Something I probably should have pre-planned, right? The first one I grabbed was more of a muted gold. This one was a more of a goldy gold. I don't know. But I'm just gonna get in here and get this opened up. I really should go in and pre-open all of these so that you guys ain't waiting for me to open them on camera. Goodness. Oh, and I'm a little off camera there, aren't I? That's not good, ever. I apologize. This phone sits so high when I'm recording that I literally cannot see what I'm doing here. And apparently the girls needed to be in the video today. I apologize. I hope this video finds everybody doing well. And forgive me for going a little more off camera here. I'm really trying to make sure I get it in. Trying to make sure I get it into all the little crevices and I don't have any blank spots. This I'm going to see how it works out versus putting the gold marker on it at the end. To me, this is just going to be a much faster, more permanent gold trim versus putting the gold on, which in time will wear off, and unless you cover it with UV resin, and then that's a whole situation because you got top coat pretty much the whole entire clock, and nobody's got time for all that or the resources right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this all filled in where I want it because I just want to do the accent pieces here on the mold. And yeah, I'm gonna get that done. And I won't make you sit through all of it. I'm just gonna torture you through part of it because it ends up taking probably about 30 minutes because I just kept screwing up and getting it in place it didn't need to be, and then when I'd wipe out what I didn't need from the areas that I didn't need it in, I would inevitably end up wiping out some of the gold where I wanted it in. So user error. Should have went and hunted down my brushes rather than use these little what you call it, the little eyeshadow applicator things that they send with it. Definitely should have went and hunted down my little brushes, but I have put them somewhere while organizing everything. Yeah, I pulled the, let me put this over here so I don't lose it. Yeah, and then lost it because I can't remember where over here was. Yeah, that's about me in a nutshell. But I'm gonna get this all in here, and then yeah, as soon as I get it finished up, I will definitely be back to show you how it's turning out. But yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit more here on camera. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know once it's all said and done. How do you guys feel about the gold chrome mica going in versus the gold pen? I'd love to hear your opinions on it. Do you think it works out? Do you think it's too muted? But yeah, and you'll get to see the final effect of all that right at the end of this. But I will be right back. Okay, we are back. I got it in there. I got all the mess cleaned up best I could. And I got my resin mixed up. And we're gonna go ahead and start pouring and trying to decide exactly what I want to do in this hexagon. I think it's a hexagon. It's 6 sides. Am I right? I know it's not an octagon. I know it's not a poly. Ooh, is it a poly? Well, I don't know what a polygon is now. Now I've confused myself. I think it's a hexagon though. Yeah, pretty sure it's a hexagonal clock. But we got the resin mixed up. And we're going to go ahead now, since I'm going to do the back of the hexagon the same color that I'm going to do the small little grandfather style clock. I'm going to go ahead and do the hexagon first. I'm going to pour just a little bit of clear resin here, just enough to cover the bottom. And then we are going to give it a little spray with alcohol. And we're going to pull all the little bubbles away from the edge. Make sure nothing's clinging anywhere. The last thing I need is bubbles all in the front of this thing. That's the last thing anybody needs, is bubbles all in front of anything. Especially when you're playing with the resin. But yeah, get this all taken care of and then we'll move on to the fun part. And now the fun part. I bought these little flowers and apparently I lost a piece of video because I forgot to push play. Oh no. I had paused it to do something and pushed play. But we've got these. I bought a bag of fake flowers off of Temu. My apologies. And I've had this box of, it's like, I don't know, filler for dry flower arrangements that I got off of Amazon almost a year ago. But I've got the flowers down into the resin that I had originally poured. And now I'm just kind of, I filled up the back of it with some more resin here. And I'm just filling up the little blank spaces that are there. Because there's just a couple little hollow spots. I just want something peeking through. I apologize for not hitting record on that piece of video. We all make mistakes. To err is human. There's another part of that says divine, but I don't know what that part is because I don't think I ever accomplished that part of the saying. Oh, shoot. I'm going to pour some more resin here. And then we're going to move on to the next phase of this wonderful thing. Jeez. Mercy me, mercy me. And these bottles with the pumps are great, y'all. Don't get me wrong, but they just are not feasible. They're not convenient at all when it comes into needing large amounts of resin. Now, I will say the Let's resin pumps I think are probably better than the Kiss Rolls, except if I remember correctly, and it has been more than a year since I've used a Let's resin product outside of the polyurethane. Purchased one. But I believe the pumps on the Let's resin have a much longer pump time, if you know what I want. If you understand what I mean, a much longer press time. So you get more resin out with each individual pump. These pumps have, as you can see, about an inch. And that's not pumping much resin out. So for like a little teeny tiny job that you're going to fill one of like those little tiny cups with, yeah, the pump's okay on these bottles. But for something big, like you need a full 8-ounce cup or more, yeah, you're going to have to unscrew that lid. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there forever and you're going to get a cramp in your arm. Trust me. Just trust me when I say I found out the hard way. But we're going to get some more of this mixed up. Goodness me. I'm making sure my flowers are going to stay down in the mold because goodness knows the last thing I need is for that to pop up out of there. That would be Very inconvenient, wouldn't it? To pull it out and have it just sticking up out of the back of that. That would mean cutting and trimming and sanding and all the things I don't like to do. But yeah, we're going to get this mixed up. And I think what I did is I think I paused it when I put the flowers in, when I actually meant to keep playing it, and I meant to pause it while I mixed the resin. But apparently I kept playing it of recording. So yeah, I think that's where I messed up. I think my brain was on, oh, I need to mix up resin. I'm going to need to pause this. That way I don't put them through it. And I paused it too soon and then definitely unpaused it too soon. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, I'm just realizing what I did. Yeah, you saw it in the hand motion, like, what in the heck did I just do? And am I seriously sitting here mixing this on here forever? Oh, goodness me, goodness me. It's almost done if it makes you feel better. I am so sorry to put this drawn out process and make you just keep staring at the same thing. But now I am going to hit the back of this with a little bit of gold, with a little bit of alcohol ink. I didn't saturate it, so. But, okay. It's all cured. Off camera, I put some of the... I've lost footage, you guys. I don't know where. It's not in here. I don't know if my phone didn't record it, because I know for a fact I recorded me mixing in that glitter. But I did use the coral glitter, like in my last video. And I just... Yeah. Now I'm upset. I don't know. I just don't know. That's a whole chunk of video that's gone. That doesn't make sense. Okay, well, anyways, let's move on. We'll get these demolded, we'll do the reveal, and then we'll get them finished up. Get the molds popped back out right. Okay. So there's number 1. Remember, let me know down in the comments, how do you feel about the chrome powder in there versus the gold pen? I personally think it's beautiful. I think if I wanted more of that, if I wanted it to be shiny, like super, super shiny, then maybe the gold pen over it too. I love the way the flowers turned out. I was so scared I was going to flip it over and it was just going to be all mushed and mashed and crapped out in there, but no. I definitely love the way they turned out. I would have loved to have had more blue flowers to put in it, because I really loved that blue. And kind of just one, I don't know, it just looks a little weird. But there literally was only one blue flower in the whole bag that I saw. But okay, we're going to go ahead and get the little clock components. Now, one thing about this hexagon I noticed, if you notice in the grandfather clock, it is, you can get to the back of the clock easy because it's a hollowed out center. The hexagonal mold isn't like that. It's got an actual solid base, so changing the battery in this thing is really going to suck for whoever owns it, because you have to pull the whole clock piece out. I don't know if they did that on purpose or if it was just really just a flaw in design, because I don't necessarily like it that you can't access the back of the clock easily to change out the battery. But hey, who am I? Who am I? And I'm going to use the gold-faced clock ring. Gold-faced clock ring piece here. The gold clocks, okay? That went bad 3 different times and I only said it twice. We'll get these little clamp thingies here pulled out. Oof, yeah. Losing that piece of video just got me all flustered and messed up. Goodness me. I'm loving this coral glitter that Miss Cookie got me. Thank you, Cookie. I could literally spend the next, well, until the bottle runs out. I was going to say the next week, but that would be a lie. It's until the bottle runs out just making stuff with that glitter. The camera does it absolutely no justice. Absolutely none. It is the most beautiful shade of coral I think I have ever seen. It's amazing. But we're going to go ahead and poke these little clampy pieces in. And get that clock popped down in there. I do believe these clocks are supposed to take 4 clamps apiece. Unfortunately, whoever created this design and packaged them did not include enough clamps for that. Yeah. And that goes for both molds, and they're 2 different companies. So they literally included 3. The holes are not built for 3, they're built for 4. So I don't know. But temporarily, because I know I'm going to take these out and put a battery in later, because I do not have a battery right now. Everything in my house pretty much is rechargeable. So batteries aren't something we really keep in the house. But I'm only going to put in 2 of the clamps versus 3. That way I do have some give so I can slide the clock out easier. I don't know. Now, the way these work is there's little holes at the back of the clock. And one of the pieces here, I don't know if you can see it. I don't even know if I'm going to get it in camera. But right there, yeah, I don't think you can see it. It actually has like a little lip to it. And that's the piece that goes down in the side hole of the clock. Yeah, you just pop that down. And it will clamp in. It will clip in. And you'll know you've got it in there right. And as you can tell, that one did not clip. I didn't think I heard it snap in, but oh, goodness me. This video turned into a whole wreck. There we go. We'll get that popped in there. Once we get this popped in here, I'm going to go ahead and take them outside and try to get a better view of the color on them for you guys and get you some pictures. But yeah, I think they turned out really well. I do like that cold chrome powder. It looks beautiful. Next time I'll try the other one because it is a slightly different shade. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being here for this train wreck. We're getting really close to the goal of 1,000 subscribers. I only need 1,000 more watch hours, and yeah, so we're getting there. So please, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost a penny, but it does help push my channel out there, and it helps my channel grow. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So yeah, but that's the clocks. And I hate asking for that because I know that gets on people's nerves, but it is something that YouTubers inevitably have to do when they're trying to grow their channel. I'm not big enough just to sit back and hope and cross my fingers somebody else will subscribe. But I'm going to trim this off a little bit here. So I can show you the difference and how it just blends in there. Yeah. So out of the 2, the one with the flowers is definitely my favorite. Let me know in the comments below which one's yours. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful day.